Let's do it for the lulz! Lulz! Let's do this for the lulz. So, folks, anyway, I got a comment on one of my videos. They said, Nick, what is Happy Cabby afraid of? What is Happy Cabby afraid of? Ooh, juicy, 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 juicy. Well, Happy Cabby's afraid of empathy because he knows that empathy means that you are able to understand somebody's point of view and thus their agenda. And when you show Happy Cabby that you have empathy for him, he does what a Pharisee does to Jesus. Discredit and destroy. That's right. Oh, but we're not supposed to talk about him despite the fact that he talks about other people. You know, because he's the perpetual two-faced good guy, bad guy. Good guy, public persona, bad guy, sock accounts, false flagging, DMCAing, getting people's channels suspended. And as a sociopath, he has been able to charm the pants off many a YouTube employee, which is kind of sad because I would hope that those people aren't that gullible, but apparently they are. So, what is Happy Cabby's fear? Ooh, that's a funny little story I've got to tell you. Funny little story about Happy Cabby when I lived with him. Y'all know how, I've told you about how much of a slob he was. Every time he went to work, I would have to clean up the table in the area where he sat and did his laptop thing. How he would sit around without any pants on, and there would be shit stains on the chair and all this other stuff. It was very disgusting and very nasty, and I would put on rubber gloves and scrub the shit out of, literally, the chair and whatever else I could that he happened to sit on. I never sat on stuff, and there were times when he tried to sit on my chair or my couch, and I'd get pretty pissed off at him, and I'd say, "Don't you fucking dare!" So anyway, when Happy Cabby was bedridden for like 2 weeks, right? Shortly before I moved out, and I would take care of his bed sores and all that other stuff, right? Well, and also the smell. I can't smell that well, but you know what? I could still smell some of it. And we had a couple of big boards dividing the studio apartment, so that was good. Big plywood panels. Man, those were some nice things to have. Separating me from the stink and its cause. Anyway, I remember one night, Happy Cabby was asleep on his air mattress, and I heard him kind of moving around and stuff. And he started thrashing and screaming and yelling and screaming. I said, "What the hell's going on?" I mean, he was in a state of panic. His eyes were as big as dinner plates. His face was red as the devil's ass. And, he was freaked out. He was crying and everything. Apparently, because his bed sores were open wounds, and because of all the filth on his air mattress and in that part of the apartment, you gotta understand it. Phoenix, Arizona, lots of little things called cockroaches. Happy Cabby had a special hatred of cockroaches, and that night, as he was sleeping, a few of them gathered together and were, I'll just say, investigating his bed sores. It was nasty. He actually did, as he was flopping around and stuff, I guess he did squish one. And it was like right under his butt crack. I mean, they were, think about it. You've got human, it's just, cockroaches really eat anything. And, I mean, he didn't sleep for the rest of the night. I mean, he was terrified. He demanded that I, lift up the air mattress and turn off all the lights and start cleaning and stuff. I was like, okay, dude, whatever. Took his blankets out, shook them outside, looked all over the apartment for more cockroaches. I guess, I mean, they escaped, I guess, except the one that he squished. But he is terrified of cockroaches. Terrified of cockroaches. And I think part of it is because secretly he knows that he is a cockroach. He's a big, fat fucking cockroach. And that's really all he'll ever be. And, I have no qualms about saying that. So, yeah. If you want to make a parody or something of something, edit some footage to really hurt him. Do some photo manipulation of, his head on a cockroach's body, or something like that. There's a movie that has talking cockroaches called Joe's Apartment. It would be really fun to see a movie still of the singing, dancing cockroaches with Happy Cabby's head on the bodies of cockroaches. Because that really ultimately would definitely drive home the point. Anyway, so yeah, that's what Happy Cabby's afraid of. And I want all of you people to have a wonderful day. And, yeah, what am I afraid of? Not cockroaches. I'm not afraid of cockroaches. I'm really not afraid of bugs at all, actually. What am I afraid of? I am afraid of having to smell, Happy Cabby's disgusting presence, because that's, I can only describe it as, well, I'll put it this way. If, had Hitler ran out of sarin gas when he was gassing Jews, all he would have had to do was, attach a pipe to Happy Cabby's asshole, and wait for little Mr. Happy Cabby to, fart. And, all the people would have been gassed, very effectively, because, as we all know, Happy Cabby is a disgusting cockroach, and, the reason cockroaches love Happy Cabby is because he smells, like something good to eat to them. But then again, cockroaches love to eat garbage, therefore, and, okay, let's use that logic. Cockroaches like to eat garbage. Cockroaches were trying to eat Happy Cabby. So that means Happy Cabby is garbage. The cockroaches thought that Happy Cabby was a delicious piece of rotting meat. Garbage! The cockroaches thought, oh my god, it's a corpse! And they were eating him. They were like at his bed sores, chowing down on all that scabby, bloody. It's such a funny story. Oh my goodness! And I really wish I would have showed it earlier, but I was trying to have class. But you know what? Class and Happy Cabby really don't go together, so, With that said, have a nice day.